Welcome back. My name is Mary and this is the Painted Peach. Today I'm in a playlist collaboration with Make All Things With Me and the Farmhouse Stencil Shop for creating with metal and lace. I'm starting out with my metal project and I have this old decorative shovel that was kind of damaged. I'm sanding it down, cleaning it, and then I'm going to paint it with some mineral chalk paint. I'm going to paint the whole shovel part with the chalk paint, the front and the back. I sanded it down before adding the paint because I didn't want it to be chipping off or scraping off. I do have a little bit of imperfections, but that's fine because I'm going for the rustic look. But it did take a couple of coats on the front and the back to cover this whole thing. I'm using this stencil from Chalk Couture. It says Oopsie Daisy on it. It has a cute little cup with some daisies flowing out of it, and I thought it would be super cute to put it on this shovel and display it out in the garden. I'm using a green from Magnolia and a yellow from Chalk Couture. I'm using a squeegee to put the colors on, and I'm making sure to get all my excess off before dipping it into the other color, using the same squeegee for both colors. Once I get it done, I pull it off and we have a beautiful stencil. Now, this would be perfect just like this, but I go a little further and I like to play around and see if I can get my stenciling to look different than just a regular one and done stencil. So I'm adding some color into the flowers, and I'm going to redo the stencil words and everything, and I'm going to keep playing with it until I get it the way I like it. If you like a clean look, this would be perfect just as is, but I like to get things a little grungy and dirtied up, so we'll be grunging this up also. I'm replacing my stencil, and we're going to go back over the cup and the words with the same colors we used before. I just keep messing and messing with this thing until I get it how I like it. You know, you don't have to do all this, but I just keep playing, and sometimes I go overboard, and that's fine too. We could always just sand it right off, paint over it, whatever, and start fresh. But you do what you like to do and make it your own. I'm going to clean my transfer or stencil. I'm going to clean all of that paste off of there so that we can use it again. And I only do this a couple times in between uses because you could use it as long as it's not dried in there. I'm going to place my stencil back down, and we're going to try some of this darker green. I'm just playing at this point, and if it was yours, you could just move on and continue on with what you were doing, but I wanted to see if I could make those words a little darker. This paste is a little bit dried up, so it's pretty thick on there, and so I ended up accidentally going over the cup, and that's fine. We can go right back over it with the yellow, and I did like the darker green on there, so I was kind of happy with that. I'm using a yellow pen to go back over the words, and I will continue to work on those words numerous times until I get them how I want them. I decided to give that a break and start doing some background work, so I added some clear wax, and I'm going over that clear wax with my dark wax. I added the clear wax so I could wipe some of this back easier, and it kind of helps with that if you have the clear wax underneath. So I'm just trying to make this look a little bit dirty, and like I've been digging in the dirt and rusty, so I'm getting out my orange chalk paint or chalk paste and adding that to areas that it would rust. This is just a process to make it look old and rustic, and you could always skip this if you didn't want that. Here I am again messing with these words. I'm going in with the white, and I'm going to go over them with the dark wax and kind of dull them down. I do end up going back in with white and dull them down again because, you know, I have to play. Anyways, once I get it to my liking, I will move on to the top of the shovel. Now at the top of this shovel there is a snowman, so I'm just going to go over the whole thing with a white paint pen at first, trying to figure out exactly what I want to do. I decide I want to make this snowman into a bunny, so we're going to try to create that. I'm going to have him wearing a yellow raincoat and rain boots and some green shorts and some green garden gloves and a yellow hat. So we are just painting him and making it into something a little different than what we have here, bringing the spring into the winter. So here I am. I decide here, I'm like, oh, I should have painted those greens. So I go back in and I paint the gloves green and the shorts green. Here I'm just showing you that you can take something that's shaped like this and turn it into a different shape. It doesn't have to be a snowman. We're going to cut some little holes up here in this hat, and we're going to make ears coming out of it. And there it is. And I'm just going to do some pencil work and some pen work and all that good stuff, and we're going to turn that snowman right into a bunny. Our bunny's going to be holding some daisies, and we're going to use a essential stencil transfer to add the daisies on there. I thought that would go well with the little oopsie daisy at the bottom. And now I am just doing the face. I end up painting over this one and starting fresh because I didn't like how dingy that pink looked. So we are just going to go over that face, and we're going to use actual paint to do the cheeks, and then we're going to draw our face on with pencil this time and then go back over it with the pen. I think this little bunny in a rain suit looks super cute, and I am going to be displaying this out in front of my house because I think it turned out just darling. Here we are adding the transfer. I'm just cutting it in half and making the stems come from the bottom of the hands and the flowers come from the top of the hands, and rubbing it on, and voila. Here is our finished shovel. I think it turned out adorable, and it looks great displayed out in front of my home. Don't bother with those weeds. They all need to be pulled. We'll get to the yard work later. But for now, here's our cute little shovel displayed proudly by the vintage teal. On to project number 2. This is going to be our lace project. We're going to add a little tiny piece of lace to this, but first we're going to use some paint and a stencil, and we're going to experiment a little bit. So I used some true blue, and now I'm going over it with some vintage white mixed in with it. We're going to dry that up real good. I didn't go real full coverage. I kept the wood grain in the background, and now I'm going to use this chalk couture stencil of this flower, and we're going to use green and a pink color to start out with. This is just our base and for the outline, and now we're going to go in and we're going to use some paints. I'm using a dark green to add into the leaves and the stem, and then we're going to use some pinks and purples and different colors to add into the flower itself. I do end up going over this flower a few times because I just wasn't happy with it, and you know, that's me. I just keep experimenting until I get the result that I want. In the chalk world, this is called watercolor because you paint outside of the lines pretty much the way watercolor is when they do line work, and it's supposed to look like watercolor. Truthfully, it's not watercolor, but that's just the word they use in the chalk world. So now we're going back over the stencil itself with the pinks and the greens, and when I pull it up, I'm like, no, oh, I add white over the top. When I pull it up, I'm liking that, but I feel like I need a little bit more color in my flower, so I'm adding some of that bright pink in there and just adding color to it, and I'll go back over that flower again with the white. First I clean it, and then I place it back on, and I go back over it with the white. This time I didn't like it too much. It was too white, so I added a little bit of pink on top, and then this was the result we had. I still didn't like it, so I added a darker color on the top, and this is the result we got. So you see, I just keep playing until I get where I want. I then added some turquoise in the background, and I started working a little bit more on the background and gave that flower a rest. Now I'm going in and I'm doing some line work on the flower itself with a black pen, and I thought it needed a little bit of line work, and then we'll go back over it again with black, I believe. So we're going over the whole thing with black paint, doing the stem as well, and look how pretty. I just love this. I'm using the other piece of a transfer to put a little bee on there. We're adding some yellow in, and then we'll go back over it. We're also doing white in the wings and some little shadowing, and we'll go back over it with the black. I felt like it still wasn't bright enough, so I added some white highlights in there, and worked on that bee a good bit. It was just so black. I think maybe if I would have done like a white underneath, like the whole thing, and then went over it with some yellow, it would have been better. But now you can see it pretty good. I'm going in and doing the other bee up top, and we're going to add yellow to it. So we have two bees in this flower, and I think it's so precious. We're going to work some more on this background and highlight things and all that. I added some more lightness in the background. I thought it was too blue, and then I went around and added some darkness, some shadowing around the outside with some black, and I just kept playing until I figured out exactly how I wanted that background to look. Drying in between so I don't just make a big mess, and I think I go in with some stamps. Yes, I'm using my pink and my turquoise, and I'm going in with some little Dollar Tree stamps and adding them in the background. It's just a matter of playing around with your background. I keep wanting to say blackground. And adding some more lightning with the pen, and just having fun with it. Now I'm going to use the word from this stencil. It says bloomer, but I'm going to just use bloom, and I'm sorry that's out of frame. It's just bad camera work today, but it does say bloom. I'm going over it with the white, and then we're going to go back over it with the pink, and on and on and on until we get it how we like it. And this is where we'll add our lace in a moment, down here underneath the word bloom. And I'm not sure if I get that in the picture. We're using a little bit of white to scrape on there to outline and highlight the background. Man, I really got this out of the frame, didn't I? I'm just going in and making some touch-ups here and there, adding some more color into that flower. I thought it needed a little bit more pink and some white highlights. All right, we have this little piece of lace right here, and we're going to make a little bow out of it to put under the word bloom. So I just make the little bow, and I use a piece of twine and tie it off in the middle, and we will cut that, glue it on, and then I find a little pink button to put in the middle of it, and we glue that onto the top of our bow. Had to cut that a little bit because it was not matching up. So here is where I find my button. I'm going through these buttons trying to figure out what I want, and there's the pink. So I cut off the little back of it, and then I just glue it right onto the top, and then I go in with a little bit of gold in my background, go over that with some white. I make a boo-boo, and I have to wipe it off and redo it, you know, just going through the process. Then I decide I want to sand my edges, so I'm just going around the edges with my sander and giving it a nice raw edge. Don't forget that this is a playlist today, and look at my description and you'll see that link and check everybody out. Here is the finished picture. I just love those little bees. They are so cute. And there's our little lace bow. Thank you for watching today. Make sure you go into my description, check out the hosts, and the playlist link. This was Meadow and Lace, hosted by Make All Things With Me and the Farmhouse Stencil Shop. See you next time, and stay peachy.